Are you interested in learning more about the Ko'olina Resort area? Well, join us today as we do a deep dive on our Ko'olina neighborhood review. Hey, what's happening? It's Hal Wilkerson with Hawaii Real Estate Roundup. I hope you are doing amazing today. I'd like to welcome to the studio the newest member of the Hawaii Property Advisors, Miss Amy Goucher. How are you, Amy?
Good. How are you, Hal? Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, I want to say welcome to the team.
I'm so happy to be a part of the team.
Yeah. So for those of you that have been following for a while, you know, the Hawaii Property Advisors, we actually started a team back in November, and Miss Christy Colbert, who was our first team member, is just doing an absolute amazing job. And we've continued to grow, so much so that Miss Amy Goucher, it's worked out for us to bring her alongside of us and work with us as well. And so I'm super excited. Amy and I actually have a great relationship from the past. In our past lives, we actually were in the corporate world together, Amy. Do you miss those days?
I wish I could say I did.
I don't. No, that's so good. Well, I was so grateful to work with Amy. Amy and I started working together in 2016, 17, somewhere around there. Yep. And you just jumped on the scene with us in that in my old industry. We were in the corporate world. We were in the medical supply business, and we made some waves out here in Hawaii, didn't we, Amy?
We sure did.
We grew that business tremendously, and we're super grateful to be a part of it. And sort of she and I both, during the pandemic, sort of made some deep down decisions to say, we want to follow our passion. And it's funny, just this morning we were having a team discussion about passions, and so we are very passionate about real estate, but you're probably more interested in learning about Ko'olina than you are learning about me and Amy. But I did want to take that moment to introduce and talk a little bit about Amy. So you are going to start seeing her more on our channel around our brand. Amy brings with her a special, unique knowledge base and experience. She actually owns multiple properties in Ko'olina, which is one of my favorite resort areas in all of Hawaii. In fact, my family and I, it's funny, Amy and I sometimes will see each other. I'll be on my bike with my wife, and she'll be on her golf cart with her husband. We've actually crossed each other at least once. Yeah. It seems like it's been more than that.
A couple times. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I live close to Ko'olina, and we do like to spend a lot of time out there because it's such a wonderful community. And so today's video is really, it's a deep dive into sort of a Ko'olina neighborhood review. And so but before we jump into that, Amy, what are your thoughts? High level, why did you and Taylor move into the Ko'olina neighborhood? I'm curious.
It's actually a happy accident. My husband was at Ranger School at the time before we moved out here. And so I was responsible for finding our home for when we moved of August of 16. And I was just looking at different properties and kind of sight unseen connected with the lady and rented her home for a year. And just in the year that we lived here and we're renting, we just fell in love, bought our first home, 2-bedroom. And then we just expanded our family in 2020 and purchased a 3-bedroom here. So Ko'olina just kind of fell into our laps, but it's the most wonderful community. We love our neighbors and all that it has to offer. So,
well, it's an absolutely incredible community, and it's so it's a victim of its own success in some ways, I like to say, because it's so beautiful. It's so what my family does a lot of times, we'll go catch the sunsets, and because it's just a short, like I said, we can ride our bikes or we can drive. It's a 10-minute drive or maybe a 25-minute bike ride for us. And we'll just go out there and take the kiddos, and they love to swim the lagoons. The lagoons are the best part of it. I mean, they're man-made lagoons, but they're like almost zero entry, minimal waves, and it's just such a. I mean, there you go. You can see them. In fact, a lot of times, well, these are, so you can't really see it. Well, that's Lagoon 4, if you can see where my little mouse is there, kind of right next to the marina. That's actually where we end up going a lot of times. There's this parking area right over here. There is free parking there, but there's also paid parking. I think it's like $15 now for paid parking there, which is not kind of humbug.
I don't know how much it costs. We get it for free.
Yeah. You know what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to start parking at your house. I tell you what, I'll rent your golf cart from you for $5 instead of paying $15.
There you go. Deal.
Park. How about that?
Deal.
Seriously, actually, I don't know. I might not have to talk to you about that afterwards. I don't know.
Absolutely. We're open to that.
Yeah. Nice. But but you've got these man-made lagoons, which you can see right here. So let's go kind of top to bottom what we have. So first of all, whenever you come in through the gate, is we've got this on the right-hand side. Well, I won't talk about the other community out there right outside the gate, but you've got the luau right here,
Paradise Cove.
Yeah, Paradise Cove luau, which is an amazing luau. Although Amy tells me that it's going away at the end of 2023, which I was kind of sad to hear. But I think they're gonna. I think they probably did a 20-year deal with the developer at Colina, if I had to guess. And so they're going away. And sounds like there's going to be some mixed use retail maybe in there, which will be nice. But and then you come to the first major resort, which used to be the JW Marriott, and now it's actually a Four Seasons. So very, very popular resort, very nice high-end resort. They've actually done a really nice job of keeping it up.
Beautiful.
In fact, this little lagoon right here is called the Private Beach or Secret Beach. They call it the Secret Beach right there. And there is actually a little parking lot back behind there where you can walk down to it, or you can park over here in one of the resorts and walk over. But that's a great little spot right there. In fact, we did our Christmas cards there for this year, Amy. That's where we do a lot of times I do my Christmas cards there. But the JW Marriott and the Four Seasons used to be where they would have all of whenever Hawaii had the Pro Bowl here, the Pro Bowl teams would always stay at the JW Marriott or the Four Seasons. But that is sadly
celebrity sightings at the Four Seasons, I will say.
Yes, and even today, there's still a
and
lot.
And you know how now they're doing American Idol every year, sets up at the First Lagoon, and they do American Idol.
That's
auditions
right,
there.
Because that's a Disney. It's a Disney franchise, and
Correct.
That's a great segue because right next door you've got the Disney resort of the Aulani, which is right there, which is just an amazing resort in and of itself. The littles love it because it's got that amazing water park play area in the middle. You got some slides, you got the lazy lagoon, and of course, the $1,000 a night hotel rooms. It's all actually literally like those two resorts. The average nightly rate is around, I would guess, probably around $800. For the average, right? And if you want a bigger room, it's going to be $1,000 or $1,200 a night,
right?
But it's obviously the demand is there, and you can't beat those beaches with the water and then the sunsets. That's the other thing I love about Colina. It faces west, so you get the sunsets, right? So it's a very high-end resort area. You've got the beautiful beaches, the beautiful sunset. It's just like, chef's kiss, right?
It is.
And then let's hear. We'll move on down here, and tell us what this one is, Amy.
So that's the Colina Beach Villas. So that's our condo hotel. So people own those condos, and there's timeshares in there. People rent them out. There's some people that live there full time, but mostly it's used for vacation rental.
Yep. So. And for those of you that watched our Airbnb broadcast that we did, I think 2 weeks ago with me and Christy, this was one of the zones. Well, Colina is a resort zone, and this building in particular is specifically all about the short-term rentals. And so, your price of entry is going to be 1.2, 1.3 million on up. I think the highest number I've seen in the last 6 months was like 2.75, I think was the number, if I remember correctly, or 2.7-ish. But it's a really nice facility there, but it is just specifically for short-term rentals and for vacation rental kind of things. They don't have they actually don't have What's that?
It's a 6-day minimum versus the 30 days for the rest of the Colina Resort
Yes.
Zone.
Oh, that's good to know. Are you?
Yes.
So it's a 6-day minimum.
It is.
Okay. I don't think everybody complies with that, but that's good to know.
No,
I've
but
seen it. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, I've been looking before for just a little staycation, and I had a place in there for 2 nights. And but I didn't realize that it was a 6-day minimum. That's good to know. Okay.
Yeah, and it's nice because it's not like the Ritz-Carlton or anything where you have to use their property management or their front desk. They have front desk there to greet, but you can hire your own property manager and pay whatever price you're wanting to pay for that.
Yep, exactly. So or self-manage. People probably self-manage. They hire a cleaner and they just will remote self-manage, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So good. Now, if you wanted the timeshare, and I know there's a lot of people that love Hawaii, they fall in love with Hawaii because of the timeshare. This is the Marriott Ko'olina. What do they call it? Marriott Beach Villas, or what do they call this one?
Vacation Club.
Marriott Ocean Club. That's right. The Marriott Ocean Club. Vacation Club. Marriott Vacation Club. Excuse me. Yeah. The Ocean Club is actually in Lahaina on Maui or Kaanapali. Yeah. Excuse me. But similar to the one that's in Kaanapali, except this one is in Ko'olina. And again, it's just a really magical villa or magical place. They've got a great restaurants down there. They've got Michelle's. What's the other restaurant that they have down there on the floor on the bottom in the basement? Longi's. Yes, they have Longi's, which is my wife and I have done a handful of Valentine's there. It's a really nice spot.
Great brunch.
What's that?
They have great brunch.
They've got a nice pool. Oh yeah, they have great. That's right, a nice champagne brunch or a mimosas and the whole bit. Yeah, it's great. And then they've got and then you can actually park there. If you pay, you can pay. It's like $35 or $40, but for the day. But you can park there. You just have to spend money at the restaurants there, and then they'll like validate it. But for the most part, most people that live in Hawaii, you're going to park down in these free areas like over here, or you can get, like I was telling you about back on the other slide, this over here, you can get parking there. But at any rate, like I said, something you don't have to worry about. And if someone buys their property in Ko'olina, you don't have to worry about parking either. So
exactly, you can just take your golf cart to all these beautiful places.
Exactly. And Amy and I are going to do a golf cart review of Ko'olina. We're going to jump in her cart and we're going to cruise around and see some of these places on future videos, which I'm stoked about. But at any rate, well, let's go ahead and because people like to watch this for the real estate. So I've talked a little bit about the neighborhood. We've talked a little bit about the neighborhood. Let's go through the lineup of all of the different individual neighborhoods that are considered part of Ko'olina, and then kind of review a little bit of highlights of them, and then we'll talk through some of the actual live listings that they've got right now. So what do you think? Sound good?
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right, perfect. So first up, we've got the Kailani, and then we've got Coconut Plantation, the Ko'olina Kai Golf Estates, the Fairways, the Hillside, and the Beach Villas. So let me ask you real quick before we get into them, which one is your favorite?
So my favorite is probably either Coconut Plantation or the Beach Villas. They're just so beautiful. Architecture is beautiful. They're great locations. I really like Coconut Plantation because you can just walk out and you're right there in the Ko'olina station where all the ABC store is and other restaurants, Monkey Pod. And it's a quick walk to the beach. So it's just a really good location to live. Yeah. And then Beach Villas, obviously, for the rental income ability.
Yeah, absolutely. My personal favorite is the golf estates. I love Ko'olina Kai. Those golf estates are just magical. I don't know. I love those as well. And the beach villas. I would say either the golf estates or the beach villas. But yeah, nice. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Well, let's talk about the first one. So Kailani. So Kailani is going to be this little area right here. And it's basically right when you're driving into Ko'olina, it's going to be on the right-hand side. This is kind of what it's going to look like. What's important for buyers to know about Kailani? Amy?
It's nice because it's easy in and out of Ko Olina. You don't have to go through all the resort areas to get onto the highway to get to Target or Costco. So for ease of access, it's really nice. You actually don't even pass the guard shack yet when you're driving in. So some people wonder if it's a part of Ko Olina. It is. They have all the beach club benefits for activities, sports and classes and things like that. And the other nice thing is you can walk from your unit and go straight to that secret beach right there that you were talking about. So you don't even have to worry about parking. You can just walk right over there and you're at Secret Beach.
Yeah, totally. In fact, let me just I'll bring this here a little bit. Oops, let's see. So yeah, where are we at here? So here's the Ko Olina Kai. And so, yeah, you just walk right over here. And then, you know what, this is something else that's cool about this is that, you know, a lot of people in their golf carts will get right here after the gate. So this is the gate right here.
Yep.
And then they'll actually come in and a lot of times people will go, you can see actually all the golf cart tracks because all the golf cart people will come out here, bring a bottle of wine and a couple of glasses and just sit out here and watch the sunset in the evenings. Yes. And that's you guys probably do that if I had to guess too. Yeah.
We do, and it's actually one of the best snorkeling spots too. I'm giving up my secret, but yeah, it's beautiful snorkeling out there.
Right out here, yeah. Okay, that's awesome. I've actually never snorkeled there, but good to know.
There's like an old cannon out there. It's pretty cool.
Okay, that's awesome. Very, very cool. So but yeah, that's right again. And then actually Kailani's got on these west facing ones, you've got this massive greenery. I mean, it's brown right now, but it's most of the time it's actually all green. And from any listings that are in these kind of west facing ones is just nice because it's just pure unobstructed views of the ocean, which is just amazing. But
and actually, and for most of the units, if you have a top floor unit, you can actually have at least a peekaboo view or a nice sunset view for most of the units there. So
that's awesome. Right. Well, cool. Well, let's go ahead and take a look because that's what we're all about is with the Hawaii Real Estate Roundup is reviewing the properties. So let's go ahead and take a look at Ko Olina at the Kailani. Here we go. So we've got a couple of listings in the Kailani right now. So one at 1.399 and one at 1.4. So they're both right around each other. So let's take a look at the newest one. So this one's been on the market for 25 days. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It's got 2 parking. It's got 1,387 square feet. Listed by Arlene Kelly. Congratulations on your listing, Arlene. Beautifully furnished turnkey ground floor resort home in the gated community, oceanfront community of Kailani at Ko Olina. First floor, 3-bedroom, 2-bath is a beautiful in unit with garden views, privacy, a peekaboo ocean view from the primary bedroom, and there's a close walk to the ocean, pool, jacuzzi, and gorgeous sunsets. All the stuff you just talked about. Enjoy morning coffee or sunset cocktail from your private lanai or lush grassy area with ocean view. Excellent condition, fully furnished with CSO furniture, Tommy Bahama bedroom set, etc., etc., etc. Legal monthly vacation rental. All right. So let's take a peek. Yeah, the 3-bedroom. Yeah. And then the 3-bedroom floor plan is nice and spacious.
It is. Yeah, Kailani has nice open floor plans. With every one of their floor plans are nice and open.
Yep. Even the ones that have the upstairs areas primarily too. Yeah. It is kind of strange to just open the door and go straight up. But whenever you get to the top, it's nice and open. Yeah.
Yep, yeah. It is.
There we go. And that's exactly what I was talking about with the kind of that grass facing the ocean. Let's see if they're going to give us a view of the ocean. Maybe. Okay, so this one's a little bit set back. So maybe this one isn't exactly in the on the ocean side. But again, you can see just the settings. It's a resort setting. It's just absolutely perfect. literally, it's just beautiful over there. Got a nice pool area in the middle. I had some friends there, and actually there you can see the grassy area off to the side. So if you have any of these properties over here, you just look out there towards the ocean. It's amazing. Yeah, I had some friends that used to own in this place, and they would do parties and stuff in this little area. It's a perfect little hosting area next to the pool. So
yeah, it's a beautiful pool.
Yeah. And then this is kind of across the street from the entrance. So sort of the famous, the famous Ko'olina entrance, which is where they used to have the Latte golf tournament, women's LPGA. But, they unfortunately, they lost the deal. So now that's been in Kapolei. It's been in, I think it's Huakalei, I think is next year. It's supposed to be, I heard. Yep, which is another beach. Yeah. But it's still a beautiful, amazing area. And again, this is one of the daytime shots of Bona Lagoons. I mean, it's just quintessential Hawaii. You just can't beat it.
Yeah. And there's that sunset you were talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, so that's Ko'olina Kai. Anything else about Kailani? Anything else we should know about Kailani?
Yeah, just for people that are looking in the area, just know that they have parking is more limited in that neighborhood and only 1-car garage. So there are other developments within Ko'olina that have 2-car. We'll talk about that, but just some things to keep in mind as you're comparing the properties. Perfect.
Okay, so that's Ko'olina or Kailani. I always want to call it Ko'olina Kai, but that's a different one. So that's Kailani. All right, we looked at the listings there. There's actually 2 of them, both at around 1.4 million right now. So, all right, well, let's move on into Ko'olina. And so you can see, we're just going to kind of go down so I already talked about the entrance here. In fact, let's just show the audience what the entrance looks like so you can kind of see. So that's Ko'olina Kai. That's the entrance or Kailani. My goodness. This is the water features. Oh, you can even see some black swans, which that's another feature of Ko'olina. They always have the black swans everywhere, which are pretty cool. And in fact, I used to take my kids to feed them at a spot over there. And then this is the entry gate. Now, something important to note is that while it is a private community, because there is beach access, they have not gated it. And so you do not have to have any special registration or anything to get inside of the community. It's just, you just drive straight through. It's weird. I don't know why maybe they had this gate. Actually, I think that's for the residents, so you don't have to be backed up. Or do they even still use that?
They don't. That's no longer there. But they do have where that is. They have cameras now on both entry and exit of Ko'olina, just for security purposes for the residents.
That's good. Yeah. So they're tracking everybody that's coming in and out, and they always have a nice person there that's waving
at you, saying aloha.
Yeah, exactly. And then actually, this is that's where the sunset there, where we were just talking about your little spot to go snorkeling, is actually down that way.
It is.
So that's the little spot where the rail goes through there. That's the old rail, not the new rail, but that's the railroad. Actually, the old Oahu Railroad, or I forget what it's called, but they have a little vintage rail that comes through there once or twice a day. Most days, some days they don't do it, but they run a little thing through there. My daughter went on a field trip on that a few days back, actually. So.
Oh yeah, we took my daughter last month, and it's
nice.
It's a really fun activity for young ones. They stop and you get ice cream.
Yeah.
And down at Ko'olina Station, and it's good for little ones.
Yep, totally. So, but I don't think Google. I think this is the end of the line for the Google Maps. So, but I just wanted to show you that's what the entryway looks like for Ko'olina. You've never seen it before. So, but on down the road, if we could, we would come right down here, and then we turn left, and this is the Ko'olina coconut plantation. And what's good to know about the coconut plantation, Amy, for buyers interested in the coconut plantation?
Yeah, I talked about it a little bit before, but just their location, because they're right there by Colina Station. You enter, you don't have to go all the way through like you do with the other residents.
Mm-hmm.
And you can just walk easily if you need something from the grocery store. There's a little ABC store there, and restaurants, easy access to the
Yep.
beach. Their landscaping in there is
Right.
quite beautiful. They upkeep it quite well.
They do. They do.
And the units themselves are larger. So if
Right.
if you have a larger family or need a little bit more space, outside of the Kai Golf Estates, it's a good option for people.
Yeah. I was just pulling this up while we were talking about it. So this is the Coconut Grove entranceway. Amy mentioned the station, the Ko'olina station, and there is a little bit of views in here, but obviously this is under construction. But this is all completed now, and it's very it's retail. You've got everything from Starbucks to sushi to ABC store. You've got Monkey Pot over here. You've got another coffee shop. I think Starbucks is actually moving over there now, you said. There's an ice cream shop over here. So it's perfect little kind of resort-ish stuff. But again, it's right outside Coconut Plantation, which Coconut Plantation, again, it's a great little, this one is more golf community focused than beach community focused, but because it does front a golf course here. But cool. And then you were saying, well, I missed it. You said about the units. What were you saying about the units?
It's just more square footage overall, even for a 2-bedroom. And so if people are looking for a little bit more space, it's a good option.
Gotcha. Yeah, perfect. So let's do this. Let's go over to our listings and see what's currently on the market in the plantation. Looks like there's only one. Oh, this is the one that you showed your buyers 2 days ago, I think, or yesterday. Yeah.
Very unique unit.
Yeah. So this one's listed at 2.325. Unit number 47-1 in Coconut Plantation. Tell us a little bit about this unit that you just saw.
Yeah. So it's a 3-bedroom with a den, which they're using right now as an office, the current owners. And it's really nice because it does have a downstairs. It's not the primary bedroom, but it does have a bedroom downstairs with its own lanai space, and it has its own bathroom. So if you have guests or if you have elderly folks living with you that can't go up and downstairs, there's an option there for a bedroom. And then upstairs, there's the den and then the additional 2 bedrooms.
Gotcha. Fascinating. That's it. How do you feel about that price, that asking price? Do you think that's the right number?
So it's interesting because the other part of this property is when they built this development, it was the model home. And so they actually built a studio office that has its own entrance and own parking. And it actually comes with this listing. So you are essentially owning this unit and then also a studio that can be rented out separately from this unit. So it's the only one of its kind. So it would be difficult to say, but I think it's near anywhere between the 2 to 2.
Right around the right price. Because if you combine the studio with the 2-bedroom, right. Yeah, gotcha. What is the next? Did you happen to see what the next highest sale price has been in Coconut? Before?
It's about 1.7.
Yeah, 1.7. Okay, so for another $600K, you get a studio basically.
Correct.
Is essentially one way of thinking about it. So
yeah, which is its own value in itself. If you want to rent it, if you need extra office space and you want to be outside of your primary home, it's
right.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the studio. Yeah,
and that's actually a Murphy bed, right? That white cabinetry is actually
nice.
a Murphy bed.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. And then you got a little. It can be a workspace. Got a kitchenette. Oh, it's a complete kitchen.
It is a complete kitchen.
Okay.
And a full bathroom.
The Eddie iCal poster. Local Motion. Boy, that's some retro stuff right there.
Right.
Nice.
It's cool artwork.
Yeah. And then it's got a 2-car garage, which is nice. Most of them are 1-car garage, aren't they? Or is it a mix in Coconut?
So in Coconut's a mix. It's a mix between 1 car and a golf cart, like a small golf cart garage separate, or 2 cars.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. I've got a buddy that has a unit in here, and one of the things that and his is I think it's a golf cart. It's one of the golf cart ones.
Okay.
But it's deep. It's really deep. And then the ceilings were like, because he lives in a 2-story, or he's on the 2nd floor, but the ceiling in that garage is like remarkably high. That was one of the things that I noticed about it.
Yeah, it's nice you can do some upper storage in there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's crazy. This one's right off of the pool as well, which is very nice too. And they've got the solar panels. Solar panels have been a fun little. I actually also am friends with one of the board members. Actually, is also a friend of mine. He also owns Kai Oli Oli, and he actually both of them are board members. One is on the board in Coconut, and then Shane, I think, is on the board of the marina. But they've had, one of the challenges that they've had with the solar is, because they have some units that are downstairs, they've been like kind of debating over who actually should have the right to put the solar on the roof, right? And where that should go. So I think they've sorted it out. This was, 2 or 3 years back when they were talking about that. But at any rate, something kind of interesting.
They kind of had to figure out each unit has its spot on the roof of the building.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the coconut plantation. Now, immediately next door to the coconut plantation is, like I said, my favorite, which is the Ko'olina Kai Golf Estates. And that's what these guys are right here. And they just have some beautiful, beautiful listings. So these are all detached single family on the outside, and then they have attached single family on the inside. And so the detached ones are the ones that are kind of fronting the golf course, excuse me.
Correct.
And then also one thing that's important to note is, their entrance is actually over here. So it's kind of over here, and they do have a secured gate. This one is gated, right?
It is.
Okay, so you have to have a fob to get in there. And then this is the golf course itself, the golf club. They actually have a Roy's restaurant in there, which is awesome. And then that's the driving range right there, and just really nice. But what are some good things for us to know about the Ko'olina Kai Golf Estates?
Yeah, I think the walkability for this development as well, as you mentioned, they actually have a path, you can see it, that goes directly to the golf club. So you can go hit a bucket of balls, you can go to Roy's, and then there's also our beach and sports club there. We have tennis courts, basketball court, pickleball courts, which has been really popular lately, kind of a trend around the US. And then also we have classes. So there's Pilates, yoga, Zumba. So
and that's in this building right here, yeah? Yeah. So I didn't realize that you guys put pickleball courts in there.
Yes, we have 2 pickleball.
Where are the pickleball courts at? Did they convert one of the tennis? Okay, gotcha.
So the one on the left can be converted. It can be either a tennis court or 2 pickleball courts.
Okay, gotcha. Have you and Taylor picked up pickleball?
We have not. We've picked up tennis a little bit. Our sports club actually offers free tennis lessons every week, and so we're doing that. We need to get into pickleball. We just haven't done it yet.
Yeah, pickleball is all the rage these days. That's for sure.
It is.
And then, but Roy's is really nice too. That in fact, my wife and I went there for our anniversary. Gosh, man, where does the time go? It was in June already. It feels like it was last month. I was gonna say a few months ago, but that's already like 8 months ago. It's like, man, my anniversary's coming up.
Oh my god!
But anyway, so that's the Ko'olina Kai. They've got a real nice pool, a real nice little small little kind of rec area there, and then of course, obviously on the golf course as well. Let's take a look at the Ko'olina Kai listings. And here you can see the Aulani in the background. There's one particular house there, but these are all Ko'olina Kai. Actually, we're going to take a look at that one in our review here. So let's go ahead and take a peek over there. So the golf estate. So we have one that listed at 1.25, been on the market for 13 days, and then one listed at 2.738 for 51 days. Let's take a look at that one. So there you can see. What's that?
I was going to say that's an estate. So that's one of the single family homes that's lining the golf course.
Yeah, exactly. This is exactly. Nice. And this one's listed at 2.3. A house of the same size and amenities and everything in like Hawaii is going to go for $500,000-$600,000 less.
Right.
So that just gives you an idea of that premium that Ko Olina brings because of its amenities, because of its location, all that good stuff. Master bathroom on the first floor. Have you taken a look at this one yet?
I have.
You have? What stood out to you about this one?
Just the location of where it is on. So with the estates, like we showed on the map, the estates border, 3 sides of the golf course. Mm-hmm. And this is on the quieter side. It's facing Roy's. And so you're not going to get the highway traffic noise that you can get in some of the more, some of the estates on the top, bordering Barrington Highway. But yeah, so it's in kind of a primo location, which I think is really great, and they don't come up that often.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so you've got not only you've got the golf course view, you've got the water view, you're looking across at the clubhouse. Yeah, it's very actually. I will tell you, this is in a somewhat of a hazardous location as a golfer because your tee box is right here.
Yes.
And this is a par 3 finisher. This is the 18th hole. So you're actually on the 18th green here, or the 18th fairway, basically. And, off to the right, you just got to be careful, for those non-regular golfers that is loaded up on a Kona Brewing Company or 2 or 4 by the time they've been the 18th hole. Anyway, but it's a beautiful hole. It's a really, really nice hole. And it just finishes right here with this big water feature. And it's almost like a stadium feel in a lot of ways, because you look up as you're down here and, if you land up short, you're right here and you've got all these houses up above you looking down at you. And then you've got the Roy's bar is right here looking out over you too. So it's kind of cool, but it's just a beautiful location. But at any rate, let me not detract from the beautiful photos of this home. But a little bit. Yeah. So there you can see. Yeah. And this is kind of the stadium feel that I was talking about right here. Have you played that? Are you a golfer at all, Amy, or no?
So I took the golf lessons that they offer at Ko Olina Golf Club. And, but that was back last April, and I will be remiss to say that I have not.
That's okay.
I was a softball player in high school, so like converting from a softball swing to a golf swing is very difficult.
Yes, it is definitely a different feel for sure. That's awesome. Well, I play golf, but I wouldn't say I'm a golfer, So, but I do enjoy chasing the white ball around the green every now and again. But Absolutely. At any rate, this is just an amazing, really a nice. And that's a nice, probably a 50-year roof if I had to guess. That's not the Monier tile, but I think it's that ceramic tile, which is always older, or it gives it a little bit of a longer warranty. So just high quality, just very, very good, high grade, high quality build homes. So double door entryway. Cool. All right. What is next? The fairways. Sticking with the golf theme, let's go to the fairways. Now, Amy, you happen to know a thing or two about this particular neighborhood. What do you love about the fairways?
Besides it being my home, so this is the original development within Ko Olina. So it was built in 1995. And some really great things about the fairways, it's maintained value. It's been continuing to increase in value because it has 2-car garages, and most of the units have outdoor, like fenced in yard space, not just in the lanai. So it's it has a lot of value there. There are some homes that front the golf course as well. And then it's just in a really nice, quiet location. It's all the way at the end of Ali'i Nui Drive. And so it's a beautiful walk on the monkey pod trees, walking your dog. Kids are riding their bikes. It's really safe. It's not a gated community. But you just feel like you're kind of back in the 50s out there, because it's really quiet, not very much traffic. So
yeah, it's definitely. Is that your golf course cart there?
That's the resident manager's golf cart. And
of course. Yeah, and this is Ali'i Nui down the end here. It's super quiet. I mean, there's really nothing past these two driveways. So
correct.
Right. Yeah, once you get past,
except for the last driveway into the fairways.
So there's one more driveway down there. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, okay. Well, then I take that back. But still, I mean, that's once you get down here, there's really nothing. And you know what? That's interesting. We were just talking about this. So Amy, before we got on, and I were talking about this, and so that's actually it looks like it's intended to be a gate eventually.
So they put it in just in case they built the road through. So that way it's kind of grandfathered in with the city. If they ever decided to build through, we would have the have the guards back there and be able to operate the same way we do in the front entrance.
Gotcha. Yeah. So now this is Kapolei Parkway. This road has actually been built out quite a bit. I don't know how far it is, but it would be close. But Amy made the comment earlier. She said, if they did complete that, you would be able to get to Target in 45 seconds versus 10 minutes. Instead of driving all the way around here and over here, you'd just be able to go back. But that road would become more than likely. It may not actually necessarily have to become public, but I'm not sure. But if it were to be made public, the golf carts would have to be street legal golf carts, which are a little different move there. But at any rate, I wonder if
a different price tag for a street legal golf cart.
Yeah, exactly. I actually wonder if I want to see if they've got, because a lot of times Bing is more. Yeah, it is. There you go. Bing seems to update a little more frequently. So this is the Target right here. Actually, that's Target right there. And then so this is the road that is going to extend out, maybe. Whether it's going to actually come through over here at Ali'i Nui remains to be seen. But for now, the hillside and the fairways, these two communities right here are just a nice little quiet spot in Ko'olina, right?
They are.
Super quiet. So very cool. So, all right. Well, so the fairways are the ones that we're talking about. Let's take a look at the listings in the fairways.
All right.
So,
and I will say that a lot of times the fairways go off market, so we don't see a ton of listings come up on the fairways. Typically, they're going to get sold off market, just word of mouth.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. In fact, there's only one listing right now. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath at $830,000. It's E26. Oh, that's right.
She is all original.
This girl is what we call vintage.
Yes. This is a blast from the past, blast from 1995.
Yes, and it's amazing that there's a lot of potential in this one. That's for sure.
There is.
They didn't do a lot in the way of decorating. The walls have not been painted. It's the original kitchen. So, but we were looking at this one earlier and laughing about it a little bit. We shouldn't laugh. It's still somebody's home. Although, this is an investment home. Actually, we do have on knowledge that there isn't anybody that lives here, but it's an investment home.
Yes, this is not someone's personal.
Which is evidenced by the lack of bedside tables and dressers and things like that.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, it's that's an E unit. So the E units is the only 3 bedrooms upstairs single story, and it's a 2-bathroom rather than the 2 and 2.5, or sorry, 3 2.5 for the other 3 bedroom units. So
gotcha. So it's
so if someone's looking for a non 2-story unit, it's a good option.
it's a good option with one level with 3 bedrooms. Yeah.
Correct.
Right. Gotcha. That actually seems like it would be quite a draw, actually.
It is, yeah. And the 2-car garage is just, you have to walk up the outdoor exterior stairs, but the 2-car garage is right down below your stairs, which is really nice and convenient.
Got you. I see. And there's the pool and the barbecue area. And then there you go. There's the 2-car garage. There, I see what you mean. Yeah. So it's all upstairs.
Right.
Yeah. Gotcha. And then there's everything. Actually, let's go through this. So we have the harbor over here, or the marine. Yeah, I guess the marina, the harbor, whatever you want to call it over there. And then you got Lagoon 4, 3, 2, 1, and then the private beach over there. You've got the Marriott Beach Club or the Marriott Beach Villas. You've got the Ko'olina Beach Villas. You've got the Aulani, and you've got the Four Seasons Beyond, right?
Right.
Yeah. And then tell me a little about this little guy here.
So that's Seagull School. So it's a preschool run by the owners of Ko'olina, and a lot of kids in the neighborhood go there. My daughter goes to Cole Academy in Kapolei, which we love, and Seagull's a great school too. It's nice to have options all around us.
Yeah, totally. Very, very cool. Good. All right, good. All right, well, that's the fairways. And we'll do one more of the sort of normal residentials, which are the hillside. Now, was the hillside the second one that was built in Ko'olina?
The last to be built.
Oh, it was the last. Interesting.
2006.
Interesting. I did not know that. Okay. So the hillside. So what can you tell us about the hillside villas?
So for people that are wanting to stay under the $800,000 price point for a 2-bedroom, this is going to probably be your option for entry into Ko'olina. They're very popular. They have a great pool for kids. We have friends that live over there, and we go use their pool all the time. It's a really family-friendly neighborhood. It's really, the units itself are beautiful too, being the newer.
Yeah.
Being the newer
that's great. I did not realize that was the newest of all the communities over there. So interesting. Okay. Well, shall we take a look at one of the listings?
Absolutely.
All right. Sweet. And it's got like a ramp, like this entrance is interesting. That's very distinctive. It's like a ramp.
Yeah, you can go up into it. Yeah. And then some of the units have territorial views of the hills, which is why they named it Hillside.
Hillsides, yeah. Nice. All right. Sweet. So it looks like there's 4 listings in the Hillside Villas right now. Let's see. Lowest is $770. Highest is $849. 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. You want to take a look at that one?
Yeah, that's a great one.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Have you previewed this one as well?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You pretty much previewed everything.
I like to go through the inventory in here. I love my community.
I love it. Well, you just jump on your golf cart and away you go.
Absolutely. Yep. Keep my clients informed on what's going on.
hashtag jelly over here.
I know.
On the other side. I love it.
I know you asked me the other day, you're like, are you going to go to that showing in your golf cart? And I was like, of course I'm going in my golf cart.
Yes.
There's no other way to go.
I love it. Very, very cool. Well, good. So this is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath in the Hillside Villas. And what can you tell us about this one?
So it's a corner end unit, which is nice because in Hillside, there's only 4 units that are 3-bedroom, and then there's only 2 units in each building that are corner units. And you'll see there on the side, there's those windows along the hallway there, which brings in a lot of natural light, which makes it unique. Typically, the 3-bedroom corner units go the quickest in Hillside.
Okay, gotcha. Oh yeah, there's the windows. I see. You're talking about right there. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, good. And so you see that right when you walk in.
Right. Yeah. And it just brings in a lot of light into your home, into the kitchen, living space.
Yeah. Now, is the kitchen on the first floor?
It is. Yep. You have your living room, your kitchen downstairs, and then all bedrooms are upstairs.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, there we go. There's the light, the hallway there that you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. All right.
They've put in some new flooring in there.
Yeah. Cool.
Originals were carpet. And it is central AC, which is nice.
Oh, nice.
All developments within Coalina, excluding the fairways, are all central AC, and then fairways is the split AC system for most. And some people have converted. Yeah, and some have converted to central air in the fairways, but being that they were built in 1995.
Yeah, they were the original. Yeah. So that was like back when split ACs were like the new thing too, believe it or not.
I know. It can be kind of nice though, because if you're not upstairs all day, you can just shut those off and not have to run. Or when you go to sleep at night, you don't have to run the one at all throughout the house, right? So
right, yep. So cool. Nice open floor plan. I like that flooring. That flooring really pops with that color.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I like their light fixture as well.
Yeah. Full-size washer and dryer downstairs. Stairs leading up. There you are. So your 3 bedrooms are up here. Large master. Oh, look at that barn door on the bathroom. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Is that original? That's not original though, is it?
That's not original. No, that's not. The owner did that. Yeah, it's kind of in trend right now, I would say.
Yeah, it is. Cool.
Yeah, and I love the updates they did to the bathroom. I think it's really pretty.
Very cool. And then they've got the basin for the vanity there. And I can't tell, is that a wood? It looks like it is wood, yeah? Wood with epoxy top. Oh, and they've got that fancy shower. Wow, they did some upgrades in here. Fancy. Very nice. Oh, look at that little work nook. I like that.
Yeah, I think they converted the closet.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. Nice. And they got a Murphy bedroom in there as well. Wait, is this the same? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, I see. So they have a Murphy bed on the wall, and then they've got the closet converted into a nook.
Which is great for if you have guests or you need an office space.
Yeah, totally. Yep.
Good flex space.
Yep. And then there's the little, the small backyard area there. So
yeah, so
it doesn't have that.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, Jinx, you're it.
You owe me a soda, Hal.
No, go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was going to say that not all the units within Hillside have the enclosed lanai. Most of them are open. So some owners have invested in putting in the enclosements just for privacy or if you have an animal. Gotcha.
So if they didn't have this enclosure, then it would just be out to the common areas?
Correct.
Okay, gotcha. I see. Good. And then there's the community pool. That's the one you were talking about. That's you guys take your daughter to, yeah? With your friends.
It's a nice big pool.
Excellent. Very, very cool. All right. Well, let's bring her home here with our saving the last for the least. So we've actually we've over here in Coalina, we've seen the Kailani at the entrance. We've seen Coconut Plantation. We've seen the Coalina Kai Golf Estates, and we've seen the fairways and the hillside community. So now let's cruise over here to everybody's favorite beach resorts, the beach villas at Coalina.
Right. The crown jewel of Coalina.
The crown jewel of Coalina. Yes. And it's such a beautiful, beautiful area.
It is.
Yeah. So we were actually talking a little bit about this at the top of the video here. So short-term rentals are legal in this building, right?
Mm-hmm.
Handful of residents. Do you know anybody that actually lives in this building by chance?
I just of clients that I've spoken to, but it's just a few people. I think the total number of people that actually live there full time is under like 30 out of the 200 something units. So
yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, you can see the views are just stunning. You know, obviously it's a resort style, living here. And let's take a look and see what. Well, real quick, what is a good thing for buyers to know about the beach villas?
Just already highlighted. It does have the 6-day minimum versus the 30-day for the rest of Colina. So from an investment perspective and ROI, it's a great option for people. It's, as you can see, the finishes in there are beautiful. And there's a 3-bedroom option and there's a 2-bedroom option. So then you get, and some people, they'll rent it out for part of the year and use it for part of the year. So it's
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are the association fees like in here?
Yeah, they're just south of $2,000 a month.
Okay. Gotcha. And does that include electricity?
It does not.
It doesn't include electricity. Okay.
No.
So obviously a high end, resort amenities are coming with high end homeowners association fees. Do you know if it includes water or?
Yeah, includes everything else. Yeah. So for basically all the HOAs in Colina, HOA covers everything excluding electricity as far as that goes. And then also it includes your beach villa or your sports club. So all of your activities and classes you can take, it includes that as well.
Gotcha. Now, do all Colina owners have access to that club villa?
They do. Yeah. You just pay a one-time $25 fee to get a card that you can scan in to get into the classes and things. And then you're going.
Oh, wow. That's it.
Yeah. Because it's all included in your HOA bill. And you also get free marina parking. You get free parking up at the Colina station.
Nice.
So, yeah. There's some perks there.
Yeah, for sure. Very good. And the beach villas are just to die for. Yeah. What were you going to say?
I was going to say that's the adult pool, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, it looks like it. I was going to say I'm pretty sure they've got they have a keiki pool and a full size regular adult.
They
pool.
do.
Yeah. And it's on Lagoon 3 or 2? No, Lagoon 2. Yeah. Okay. So this is Lagoon 2. And
as of now, there's no other developments, so it's really private.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Exactly. It's kind of, you get a lot of public traffic down in Lagoon 4. You get the hotel traffic in Lagoon 1, 2 and 3. 3 is the Marriott. 2 is kind of a little quiet. Yeah. So another perk. And look at those koi ponds. Fantastic. Well, this has been fun, Amy. I really have enjoyed doing this with you. And, what would you tell our viewers that if they're really thinking about owning a property in Colina, what would you just overall high level recommend for them?
Well, outside of calling me, I would I would definitely recommend just really thinking about what your needs are within Colina. There's a lot of different use aspects. If you want to live there full time, there's developments within there that may fit your needs better than versus an investment property or something that you want to rent out as a vacation home. So there's options everywhere, and there's definitely better fits than others. So that's what I'd probably say overall. But it's the best place to live. I will end it with every 4th of July and Christmas, we do a golf cart parade. It's about 50 golf carts. And we drive through all the different developments, and there's kids passing out or throwing out candy to kids. And it's a really special community. So
beautiful.
I hope to never leave.
Yes. Well, perfect. Well, I couldn't tell you enough how privileged we are to have you as a member of the team now, and all of your knowledge and all of your experience that you're bringing to us. We are super happy about it. So, Amy, thank you for your for coming in, and thank you for being part of our show today. And I think what we might do is we might do sort of a focus on kind of Colina, West Oahu, sort of going down the road, because obviously this is your baby, this is your focus, this is your specialty. I think we'll probably continue to highlight this for our viewers. So
I would love to hear.
Yeah. Absolutely. For those of you that have watched this far, please give us a thumbs up, give us a like, give us a subscribe. We appreciate every single one of our subscribers, and we appreciate all of the folks that provide us feedback and and reach out to us as a result of this video. But thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Again, my name is Hal Wilkerson. This is Amy Goucher. Take care. God bless. Aloha. Until next week. See you soon.